fucking fun for you guys.
Yeah.
You said, "Oh shit," and I thought something went wrong.
Oh no.
Yeah, I actually got kind of nervous there too.
Alright, is everybody here?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yep.
Sweet. Alright, last time on Kyunime, as it's going to be called. The group tried to join the Agites and were requested to go into the Forest of Succulents as per the trial rules of the guild. They were led by Dominitra, the assistant. There they encountered the forest creatures, slaughtered them efficiently, harvested their goods, and then they also met up with a sirloin dragon, one of the bosses of the forest, and in easy words, kicked the ever-loving shite out of it. Afterwards, they went into the sacred trial zone and fought the valorous chefs. Unfortunately, the chef proved too much for them, but despite that loss, Dominitra was impressed with their combat efficiency, their teamwork, and the like, and still approved their joining. Upon returning, Coco the Kate Sith welcomed you all into the group, and you met some group of music-like people who still haven't got tokens yet, because that slipped my mind entirely. Kind of a douche, but hey-ho. You were given the rank of E. And then upon looking at the wanted posters for the various bounties, you do recall that Coco the Kate Sith said to you that the Azure Eyes Guild isn't like on a moral compass per se. They just take jobs based on various people's choices on profit and the like. So you'd see like requests to take care of bandits, and occasionally you'd even see bandits asking for help against a town. Both are up there. But unfortunately for you as E ranks, there is only one wanted poster available, and it reads as such. It says, "The Kingdom of Isalia is celebrating the birthday of its king, Humphrey the 14th. Isalia's nobility is known far and wide for possessing great wealth and the will to use it, throwing lavish parties and galas. This party is expected to be no different. The Kingdom of Isalia is under the thumb of a child. He is an ass. His wife is an ass. I wish to remove some of the weight of rulership from their shoulders. You will be undercover as actors, using a script I have given you, or one you create yourselves. You will be under the guise of the soaring playwrights. This will allow me to transport you back and forth, using my airship without trouble. But to get in, perform, while at least one person does the thieving. I'll be waiting to get you out. Regards, Remiel."
Real quick, you were sort of... I couldn't hear when one person does the what now?
Sorry. Essentially, what you guys have been asked to do, should you take this contract, and as it is the only contract available, you will be. Romeo, the person who's posted this wanted notice, is asking you guys to accompany him to the 5 days of airship flight to the little kingdom of Isalia. Little though, but fairly wealthy, mostly because it's ruled by a pseudo tyrant. He's not willful enough to actually be an arsehole. He's just a child. So this guy is just trying to remove some of his wealth, and the way he's doing that is by having some of you pose as actors using a script that I have provided, being that I will actually give you one that's pre-made, or you can, if you want to, create one yourself upon getting there. Your entire acting band is called the Soaring Playwrights.
Alright, so while we're acting there, when you say removing some of his money, does that mean any of us are doing actual thieving, or are we just acting? Oh, okay.
Are you all accepting this quest?
Ain't much of a choice, is there?
Nope.
Exactly.
Since you just prepared one, I guess.
Yeah, well, beggars can't be choosers.
So Dominitra explains to you guys that she is aware of Remiel, and he's a semi-famous thief. But what will essentially happen is that at least one member of the group will have to be walking around thieving, gaining various loot, whilst the rest of the party performs a play to try and distract the nobility and the peasants from being suspicious about the thieves' activities.
In that case, I would like to nominate myself for the thieving role.
No argument there.
Go for it, Kai.
It does seem like that's what I handle the best. Out of character here, in literally every character I ever play in an RPG ever.
Yeah.
Alright, so after about 5 days of flight, you guys are transported to the kingdom with no troubles whatsoever, and then you are introduced and led into the... if I can do this right. Feast? Nope. I've got to do this again. Right. Copy. Then move. There you go. It just didn't do it fast enough. But it worked. Does everyone see the things?
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent. Alright, so as you guys enter the room, you are free to move about as you wish. You look about and there are several people milling around. There's a maid off in the corner, one singular meeting room guardsman, and then of the important people you note, there is a lady, another lady, two gentlemen, and the king and queen are up on the throne room, surrounded by at least 4 guards and several well-to-do people, and you get the gist that it's probably going to be a hard stretch to approach them.
Quick question: do we actually have any physical contact with our employer on the airship over here?
Romero, no. He literally flies you on the airship and doesn't say a word to you. He's in the captain's cabin.
So then we have no instructions on how to handle things other than just get there, do the play, and get out with money?
Essentially, yeah. If you want to be given the script, he has handed you one, which is in a Google Docs here. Send that. It's either in the handouts under play, or I can send it you on Discord.
I just wanted to be sure that there weren't any actual instructions on how we should pose ourselves, and me in particular being the thief, whether or not I should be in plain sight or sort of at least hiding in the background to not be noticed.
Well, currently, everyone is just sort of waiting for all the people to arrive before they transition into the theatre room.
Fair enough.
That's going to be your window of opportunity there. So can everyone see the Google Docs?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, this is the basis of the one that was provided to you, or you can make your own one up. The opportunity to talk to the various people here and learn their sort of likes and dislikes and who they are is an opportunity for you here. It will take some time for everyone to sort of fill in out the room, so you do have quite a bit of time.
Anyone else you're going to take the lead? Oh, I forgot. Mercy, you have a dog now.
I do. I need control over it, though.
Oh, sorry.
Also, yes, Doug.
There you go.
Their king is indeed a thumb. When we all enter the room, Kai is going to take a moment to sort of let the others know that he's not going to be, or rather, he's going to be trying to stay out of attention, since he wouldn't want to be seen later or recognized.
I, for some reason, have control over Lorelei's and Professor Wright's tokens.
I mean, that's not a huge deal, I don't think, is it? Just like, don't move them?
No, I'm just saying.
I was just curious. Anyways, so I'm like sort of hanging back, trying to avoid being noticed. It's up to you guys what you're doing right now.
I'm fixing my token.
There's only 3 characters, it looks like.
4. The servants,
No.
and then the other 3 mains.
Oh, okay, 4.
No,
Only one is required to be the thief.
Yeah. I'm going to say Lorelei should probably be the primary love interest, considering she's the only female in the group.
They are multi-gender.
Yeah, that's why they've the dashes aren't 2 different people. It's either name that you want to use for it. We do have options.
True.
Also, whilst the kingdom of Asalia is under the rule of a tyrannical child, he is not a homophobe.
If any of you can give me a good reason that, I mean, if any of you have a strong case for why you'd like to be the thief, have at you.
You can fucking do it.
I wanted the chance to enjoy the stage, be in the spotlight. Not actually, like, out of character, I'd hate that, but in character, I want that to be it. The reluctant thief for once. Anybody?
No.
It's fine.
Pretty sure you'd be the better thief.
Yeah.
Alright, then I guess today is not the day that I show off my beautiful acting skills to the world. Another time.
I mean, if you really don't want to do it, I can try and use magic and all that to try and steal stuff.
It's fine, I'm not gonna put the job in danger just because I want my time in the spotlight there.
Oh boy, a drama queen.
Each of the acts is segmented by intermission. And you've all been provided an earpiece with which to communicate with. However, do bear in mind that if you are trying to communicate with Kai, or whoever the thief is, and you're acting, you will have to subtly put it in with your script.
God.
This is quite a roleplay heavy episode.
Oh boy. Douggie would probably fit the good point of servant.
I guess I'll take lead role.
Which one?
One of them.
One of them. Also, I'm sorry, Marcy, but I have to, making things like the situation where you have to, like, make what you're telling to the hidden person, like, obvious to them, but not obvious to everybody, makes me think of the scene where Nyx got killed. Because that was pretty great.
Oh, that was... Oh, my God.
I'm sorry. Anyways, back on track and in character. Alright, so that means Douggie will be the servant, and then Derek, I'm assuming you want the lead role of Lucius?
You should be able to edit.
Or rather, Alder.
I think I'll do it. I'll dare?
I would assume Alder. In that case. So Lorelei is going to be the love interest, Lara, and then that would leave Professor Rightsworthy as the Czaress of Ishbal.
Mm.
Oh,
A strong, energetic person.
Yes, that's.
Wow.
I was reading the role. Maybe not.
Well, you feel free to
We
customize.
We can do it, but then we should probably put a more comedic bent in.
Yeah, no offense, good doctor, but I don't quite see you as the strong, energetic type.
Oh, that'd be me, actually. I'll be Saris.
So then, the doctor would be Aldair.
Professor.
My bad.
Wrong game.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
You did it to yourself, Merzendi.
Bedow dow.
Alright, so in that case, if we all have roles, is there anything else we need to, I don't know, discuss about the play itself?
Well, you got plenty of time to
We
Or
should
talk
should
to
we
various people.
just get to mingling? Yeah, I meant like between ourselves discussing about the play before we like get to mingle.
Alright.
Is there are there snacks in the room? Where
There
we're
are.
at right now?
There is a table on the far left, which Lord Camber is availing himself of. There is various medieval-styled meals, such as chicken, or lamb, or ham, and then a random plate of nachos, and then...
I'm not sure if it's intentional or not, but we don't have names for any of the tokens up. So unfortunately, when you named the guy who's by the...
Why don't you?
Yeah, I was just wondering if it was intentional or not, because like the name meant nothing to me.
Should. That's why. Can you see one of them?
Yes.
Right, I forgot you had to put it in advance. My bad.
No biggie.
Oh god, you're not going to see any of the character names. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh no. No,
That's fine.
I am slightly insulted. I've seen shonens before, and there is no just giant meat on the bone.
Yeah, there's some.
Which is always on. It's in every anime ever. Just
I say, yeah, there's some, but you look up and you see that King Humphrey the 14th has got it all in his hand.
oh, he's sort of Luffy. Just bone.
Yeah, there's things like all these people like trying to proposition him for fucking money or whatever, and he's also like, yes, it's food.
In that case, everybody, unless we have something further to discuss about the job or play itself, I would like to visit that snacks table really quick.
Well, before King Humphrey the 14th eats it all.
His own plate, man. He's fucking sorted.
Not in polite company, Doug.
He's eating the plates. Good lord.
That's his special technique.
Oh yeah. How are we gonna mark out who to borrow from and who to not borrow from?
I'm unsure. Actually, that's something I probably just sort of should have asked first. Is there like am I stealing from the people themselves, or am I like making my way around this castle to look for like goods I can steal?
It's when the play goes on, you basically don't go with the actors, and you sort of peel off and go through the because Romario has told you there's like plenty of valuables in the various rooms in the
Alright, so I'm
castle,
stealing
so
from the
it's-
castle.
it's the castle, not the people.
Alright, I just wanted to be sure, because it'd be a very different like strategy I think I'd have to use to steal from people actually watching the play. Also, I don't have control of my oh, I do. I lied. I'm sorry. Ignore me.
In that case,
You didn't lie. You were mistaken.
you think you'll need a big, strong musclehead to help you out?
Oh no, Doug. I think you'll be just a hit with the ladies when you get on stage.
Actually, Nix, you look in your pocket, Kai that is, and there's like a small ring with a little note attached to it.
And what does the note say?
The note says, "You'll need this to get the loot. Lots of love, Romario."
Is there any like sort of I mean, how can I test how to? I'm gonna try like storing just something. We're. Oh, wait a minute. So if the other four are in costume, like dress normally.
Yeah. I mean, you can dress however you want, but
Right.
your get up and everyone's styles aren't unusual in this entire universe.
Yeah, not what I meant. I was just wondering if I had like an excuse for actually having my equipment on me.
No. You look around. There's guardsmen with their swords. There's like noblemen with their like weapons.
Okay.
Like Humphrey gives like the least amount of shits.
Fair enough. I'm gonna try and like see if it works, kind of like a glove of holding, and like put one of my grenades in like a hidden space that the ring offers.
Yeah, as soon as you hold the grenade and you sort of think about storing it.
Well, that explains how that works. I believe that my role in all of this is pretty straightforward.
Now Douggie is concentrating on how to best give love advice.
After this, Kai is going to make his way over to the. Not drinks. Snack table.
Snacks. Okay, you make your way over there. There's like a plate that you pick up and you sort of like serve yourself, and as you're sort of going along the table, you sort of almost bump into a sort of fairly balding man, and he's quite sort of generically posh. Like you're this food is always delicious here. I do love visiting the king.
Have you been here often?
And he looks up and then down, and then does a sort of really fast, almost imperceptible judge of your attire. And he's like, yes, so you come here all the time, my boy. I love the king. He's a very good man.
A fairly good man?
Sorry?
A fairly good man?
Fairly good man. You are man. But yes, he's a fairly good man.
I'm saying that out of character anyway.
Yeah, none of them are over with me at the food net yet.
No.
No, it's just Lord Cambat, the woman is sort of off on her own, mingling with various peasants and stuff, like people that don't even like require a token. As a gentleman who looks like one of the guard, but better armor. A woman with like a minor sort of tiara who's sort of scanning the crowd almost consistently.
Well, other than making just sort of polite small talk with Lord Camber until I'm away from him, I'm not going to do much other than just get my food and start munching.
Your polite small talk is almost incessantly filled with how good the king is. You get the impression this man is like a fucking psychophant to the king. Like he can't stop singing his praises. I will like remind you all that there are like challenge-based skills and stuff, like negotiation, stealth, legerdemain, etc.
I don't have
I'm not
any,
good at stealth or legerdemain.
Well, no, like everyone has the skills. You don't like need ability in it. You can just roll.
Yeah,
and there are like.
Oh. Alright.
I specifically took the flaws that I'm not proficient in stealth or legerdemain.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like, if you're trying to convince someone to sort of unveil secrets, or you're trying to get buddy with them, then that's like negotiation, etc.
I don't think I'll get anywhere with Lord Kember if he seems like a fanatic, so I'll give the others their chance since I am in character, just sort of trying to not be noticed until I'm gone.
Fair enough.
I'll try and talk to May and see like how big this castle is and like everything about that kind of thing, like some interesting facts about it from what she works or anything like that.
To who? Madame Faye?
The maid, the scullery maid.
Oh, the scurry maid. Okay, you walk over. She seems quite shy and she keeps her head down. And she looks up at you and she sees that you're sort of a woman for a start, and sort of fairly nice looking.
Sort of a
She's like,
woman.
Sort of a woman. I've got a headache, alright? My brain isn't with it.
It's just the
She's
bows
like,
and the skirt.
The castle's pretty big. It's 9 rooms big, besides the theater room. It's a chore to clean.
I'd imagine so. If 9 rooms, if they're as massive as this, ooh, I do not envy your job.
Most people don't, but it's a job. At least the king is not mean, per se. He doesn't beat us.
Okay.
He's just a child. But don't let them hear you say that.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
Thanks. And then she sort of carries on cleaning. But
Since we don't actually have a picture representation of the actual king other than a thumb, I'm not sure.
just
Is
a
he
thumb?
actually?
You may can
it's
zoom
Pokemon's
in, Nexi.
there you go. I'll big him up for you. There you are.
Okay, my bad.
He is mostly tub.
I zoomed in. I did not zoom in, and I just saw him. I thought it was literally a picture of a thumb in finery. So I didn't know like if he was actually a child or if he was an adult who acted like one. So it wasn't that. Anyways,
Oh
that
yeah,
cleared up,
I was
so.
confused as well.
Nope. But if you
Yeah.
do listen in, you can get the gist that King Humphrey received his rule by hand me down. He is a big fuckwit.
Ah, the joys of nepotism.
Even though Kai isn't really listening to Cambra anymore, in the back of his head you can still hear him going. So Kai is the king. He provides food for everybody about the place. He shares a lot and of great intelligence, and all his wife is of absolute beauty. They're lucky to be together.
Is that
It's
by the way,
tremendous.
is her wife's token a Gaga picture? Is that
It could be a Gaga picture, I don't even know. I typed in fucking Queen, and that's what I got.
alright?
If it's
Fair enough.
Gaga, then I'm fine with Gaga.
I was just curious. I thought I recognized.
Well, if you don't want to talk to anyone else, bear in
I'm
mind that
I'm talking to Chancellor
okay,
Alida.
sorry. Yeah, Alida. Alright, so you go over to Chancellor Alida. She's fairly tall, red hair, and a small tiara. It's of a similar match to the Queen, but obviously less jewelified. She's got a cup of wine in her hand, no food. No one's really talking to her. She's not openly hostile, but it seems as though everyone here who knows her is avoiding her. And she sort of turns and looks at you as you approach. There's no, like, open hostility there. It's more just she's seen you, registered you, and dismissed you all in one.
And I'll introduce myself in my jovial manner that I do.
She bows her head slightly. She's like, Elida, Chancellor, Elida, Advisor, to the throne.
Ooh. How's that working out for you?
Quite well.
That's good.
You're an actor?
Yes.
How good for you.
Come see the show.
I will be. I'll be judging. As always.
She's a little
I
bit
look
creepy.
forward to it.
Should I do it? Should I say it?
Say what?
I got something for you to judge right here.
Jesus.
Please don't.
PG-13, PG-13.
Okay, yeah, okay. No.
We're in polite company.
So many
I mean-
cards.
So long as he doesn't whip it out.
I mean, you can if you want.
No, he's not going to do that.
She carries on drinking a wine though. And she's happy to maintain polite difference to you. But unless you ask some more pointed questions, all you'll get is small talk.
I got none. All I got is small talk, and I'm not even good at small talk.
So Niall sort of looks down at the Killbot Mark 9, smiles, and then looks back to Professor Rightsworthy, and then back down,
Bark.
and then back up.
Bark.
And then he goes,
Is the Killbot Mark 9 a Dalek?
No, I just use a Dalek-esque voice whenever I do something mechanical.
I hope you're not going to let this thing walk about the place while you're doing your play.
Oh, don't worry about him. He's very tame. After the last software update, he stopped making messes all over the place. Now he only does it on command.
Jolly good. And you now, if it's even the slightest hint of marking on king or queen, and you'll be right out, play right or no.
Don't worry. He wouldn't dream of making a mess of a king or queen.
Good. Most glad.
Say, don't I recognize you?
Me? Well, I am the captain of the guard. You might have seen me about. It's a very important job.
Ah, yes. The hunt 5 years ago. I was the one that provided all of those new rifles.
Make a negotiation roll.
Is intuition here, I guess?
I
I
believe
assume
so.
that'd be intuition.
You can justify another one. You may use another one. Of 12. He goes. He peers at you for a second, and then he's like,
I had 2 legs back then.
"Ah, yes. Now I remember. Those were good rifles. Were you always a playwright?"
No. Just got bored. Anyway, my lawyer has told me I'm not allowed to keep doing new things with rifles. I'm infringing my own patents at this point.
Well then, I look forward to seeing you in action in the play. I'll let the boys know the rifleman is back with less legs. Still funny. It's good to see you again. And he sort of looks up in the air, trying to remember your name. I have no idea. I'm really sorry I've forgotten your name.
Professor Rightsworthy.
Ah! Right! So worthy! Got it. I'll let the boys know. I'll come see you play, I'm sure.
Good. Did you ever consider about getting those guns into general adoption?
He thinks for a moment, and he's like, I don't actually know what happened to them. I think the king took them to play golf.
Well, if there was ever a royal seal of approval, that would be it.
Yeah, the golfing pitch didn't last very long. I think he kept doing it until the queen took them away. He was most displeased. Most displeased. But they were fun. Fun to use. But I like my sword, and he pats it on his back affectionately. It's got like a nice lion-crested hilt. The Lionel.
Yes, I think after I'm done with plays, I think I might revisit swords. So many areas they can be improved.
Swords are good. Tell you what, though. Make sure you keep anything new away from the king. For his own good. I love him. I love the man. But God, does he like his toys.
Well, I probably shouldn't tell him about Killbot 9's special feature.
Probably better he doesn't see him at all. We don't really have machines down here. That's for the other kingdoms.
Well, if you ever decide you want to get some, look me up.
I shall do. And with that, he goes back to talking and looking over the crowd again, acting as his captain of the guard. However, that was a excellently well done speech, so the infiltration team will now have a +1 on rolls when dealing with the guard due to their association with the professor.
Perfect.
Which I shall mark down somewhere in my notes. Do I have a notebook on this thing? No, I'm just going to write it down here.
Is Lorelei still next to the maid?
Yes, the scholarly maid hasn't left Lorelei. She's more than happy to clean and small talk, but is anyone else? Because Douggie's moved up to Chancellor Eli. Or will you just move up to make a cock-based comment?
I was gonna say just to make her. She's annoying, so he's just gonna walk around and be annoying to her.
That's fine.
I'm gonna force you to make small talk.
She's very used to dealing with the peasantry, so you're dealt with calm and indifference, but that's about it.
Ah, brat. My plan has been thwarted.
As I approach the maid,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and catch Lorelei's eyes and sort of like nod my head and look away to like sort of indicate that she should move because I want to talk to her. Or move isn't the right word, but like sort of vacate the premises.
Get the fuck out.
She can't really be around for the shtick I'm trying to work here.
Alright, well then Lorelei will just a little bit walk away and move her way over towards Madame Bayer?
It's Faye.
Faye. Alright, Madame Faye then.
Alright, in that case, once she is safely out of earshot, Kai's going to approach the maid.
Lorelei, you managed to catch Madame Faye as she was about to start walking towards the group with the maids. Mild concern shown in her eyes. Kai, you may go first though. Try your shtick.
Oh, alright. So first, 1 second. So you're one of the maids around the castle, huh?
Yeah, that I am.
Ah, the help. We never get any appreciation, do we? I'm one of the stagehands for the group that's performing tonight, and I'm unfortunately, much like yourself, I would think, always stuck in the background, doing the cleaning, setting up everything so that they can have their moment in the limelight.
Yeah, but Madame Faye looks after us, and she sort of like makes a pointed nod in her direction as Madame Faye is intercepted by Lorelei. She makes sure that anyone who isn't paid well gets looked after.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
She sort of carries on cleaning for a bit. Was there anything else, Mr.
Kai. Do you have a name that I could let me reword that. Is there some way you'd like me to address you?
No, thank you. Just help or maid. We don't really divulge names out to people we don't know.
Fair enough.
That's how you
I
get
was
fired.
wondering if alright, then I suppose a little tour of the place would be out of the question then.
Oh yes, most definitely. I'm not even allowed outside of this room. And she sort of points downwards. There are higher up maids and guards in the other rooms who are better stationed here. I'm new. I'm about 3 months new. This is why I get the big simple room to clean. But there are plenty of others, like the maids that clean the servants' quarters and the garden.
Fair enough. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
And then Kai is gonna sort of go back out to the room. Also out of character. God damn it. I was hoping to get a tour of the place by like playing on the unnoticed, like unappreciated, poorly treated help. Like try and convince her to just sort of like as a secret just sort of show me around the place. But I guess if they treat them humanely, gosh darn it. I
He's
can't
not
do
like
that.
He's not like a dark evil tyrant. He doesn't like take the maids up to his room and has his way with them.
Not that, but I assumed like I don't know. I guess that they wouldn't be not abused, but like just I don't know, treated with disdain because they're the help and this is a royal palace.
It's less disdain, more just non-existence.
Damn it, and I can't thrive on that.
The king might as well just think that they're fucking magical cleaning fairies. But you have come away with some bits of knowledge that Madame Faye seems to be looking after the helpers, and there are 2 rooms that you know of the 9.
Well, there goes my tour of the castle from one of the help. Back to Lorelei, I assume.
Yeah, losing the shittest job would look so badly on her. Lorelei and Madame Faye. So, as you sort of intercept Madame Faye as she was approaching, she sort of stops in front of you. She's got like what would appear to be like a simple garb relative to the nobility, but upon sort of closer inspection, the thread is much finer, and the clothes themselves aren't like patchworky repaired. They look new. So while she seems to be not a noble, she's a high working class person. As you stop her, she sort of looks at you, smiles. Yes?
Hello, miss. May I ask what you do here, or who you are, really? So I can pay proper respects?
She sort of smiles gently down at you. Proper respects. No, I'm a working class lady. I'm here as part of the common folk leaders. I represent them where they can't be represented, which is why I was gonna go help my little friend there, but it looks like she got it herself. I'm I'm Faye. Madame Faye.
It's a
I
pleasure
run
to
the,
meet you, Madam Faye.
Pleasure to meet you too. I'm in charge of the labourers here. What are you doing here?
Are you sure her name is not Madame Fair?
I could not understand a word
Nope,
of that.
I
don't know
just
if
got-
anyone else.
Toilet.
Madame Fair, there's an R-E at the end, I think.
Madame Fair, there's an REBM.
I think he's just asking about the pronunciation since you say Faye and it has R-E at the end of it.
It's Faye.
It's Faye, okay.
Just from my memory.
I'm with
Yes,
the
it's
play.
Madame Faye.
Okay. I'm one of the actors in the main stage.
Right. Do I need to turn people up? So she asks, what are you guys doing here? You don't look like nobility. Although you're better dressed than most of the servants.
We're with the play. Some of us are the actors, while some of us are stagehands helping us set up stuff.
Ooh! I love plays. What kind of play are you thinking of putting on? I hope it's one that, doesn't make us look like idiots.
I'm sure it won't. I'm fairly certain most will enjoy it. Maybe even be moved to tears by it.
That's good?
No.
Just, keep in mind that you won't be able to please most people here. But at least you won't look down on us. We'd appreciate that, at least. So, yay!
So, how long have you been the leader, or the person that represents all the common working folk for the king here?
I'm called an overseer, even though that's not my ideal phrasing there. I've been the I'm gonna call it carer. I've been the carer for 20 years now.
Wow.
And you look at her, and there are like sort of flecks of grey at the ends of her hair, even though like most of it is a bright red auburn sort of deal.
Wow. So you must know the ins and outs of everything then.
Yeah, you know, I know pretty much every room in this castle like the back of my hand.
Damn, I don't suppose from where I placed myself I'm close enough to be able to hear that, huh?
Where are you at? Yeah, you can hear that. The room's pretty open as it goes where you are. As long as you're nowhere near the king and queen, the crowd sort of disperses out. So yeah, no, you do overhear that.
I'm not going to interfere now, I'm just going to possibly try and get the tour from her then later. Anyways, carry on.
I'm sure you're gonna apply her with more questions.
I'm thinking for a minute whether or not I have any more questions for her.
Well, you now know she pretty much knows the entire castle. So that's something there. But, as she's one of the pretty important people, she will be moving with the king and the queen, Sir Lionel, Chancellor Nordcamber, to the main stage and won't be available for tours.
Ah, damn it. In that case, then I'm just not going to bother trying to approach her.
I mean, she still might tell you how to get about the place, but it's up to you.
Anyways, I'm Are they just waiting for Lorelei to finish up with her?
Thank you for your time, Miss Faye. I hope you will enjoy our play. I have to go off and get prepared now.
Alright. Good luck. Have fun, y'all.
You too.
And then she sort of peeks towards the scullery maid and makes sure that Kai didn't do anything untoward to her.
I'm that kind of character.
Man, she don't fucking know that. She's just a big old mama bear. You know what? I will say that conversation ended positively. So I will hand you a +1 to all labor-based interactions.
Now time for me to interact with them and lose us that. Yeah.
You can do. You can do.
Thank you for the info, Lorelei.
The squire near the entrance does announce that it'll be about 20 minutes until everything gets set up, so probably time for 1 or 2 more things.
Alright, Kai is going to wait for a few minutes and see if Madame Faye leaves the company of the maid before approaching her.
She does not, but the maid goes off on her own, and she sort of exits, or goes to clean another part of the room.
Perfect. Alright, in that case, Kai is going to approach Madame Faye.
She is as she was before, wine in hand, even though it's a little bit more drained now than it was when Laura was speaking to her. And she smiles as you approach. Another actor?
Not quite, Miss...
Faye. Madame Faye.
Ah, pardon me. Madame Faye. My name is Kai. I'm just a stagehand at the show.
I see. Well, it's nice to see that the helpers are well looked after.
Perhaps not as well looked after as I'd like. I'm missing a little bit of info. Where exactly is the play going to be held?
Just next door. In the main theater hall. Although if you're just a stagehand, I guess you'll be in the waiting area for most of the play.
I've never actually been here to this castle before. Would you mind giving me a quick tour, please, to help out? I have no idea where any of these places are.
She shakes her head. I have to go see the play. It was a personal request from the Queen. I can't turn that down as the overseer of the labours. You'll be quite hard pressed to get yourself a tour anywhere here. There's a guard pretty much in every hallway, and the maids aren't allowed to get caught not doing work. I can't really save them from that sort of disrespect.
Fair enough. I suppose I should just ask.
I guess so, yeah, although you won't be allowed outside of the waiting area. The rest of the castle's off limits to most of the public. Especially the sort of more hidden quarters.
Fair enough, fair enough. I suppose I wouldn't want strangers just walking around my home either.
Exactly. Although,
Well,
I mean, you can get around if you know the right people, but it'll be hard.
And who might those people be?
The labourers. The common folk.
Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I think I've taken up enough of your time, madam, so if you'll excuse me.
She bows her head. Please.
Alright, and then Kai just sort of makes his way back into the room, away from her.
Okay.
No one's gonna give me that tour.
Fortunately not.
Uh-oh. Looks like we lost pets in the Roll20.
Did what, huh?
Your roll 20 seemed to have dropped.
There we
And
go.
you're
Weird.
back.
I'm still here.
No, you're back now.
So, yeah, I was... You disappeared from mine, at least for a minute or two.
Weirdness.
In that case, how many exits are there to this room that aren't the way we came in through, like, the front door?
Just the one.
Just the one? And how...
This is a sort of big old meet and greet area that isn't like the throne room. This is like a place where public audiences are held, or this sort of thing.
Alright, and where is that door, and how many, like, people are obviously guarding it?
Right at the back of the room, there's 2 guards, I'd say. I mean, right now the squire is about, as you can see, is about to sort of make an announcement and sort of rush everybody in.
Alright, that's all I needed to know.
Okay.
If anyone else is going to do something right now, it's all them.
You probably got time for one more thing, otherwise the steward will just announce that it's time to transition in. No? Okay. The steward rings his bell, and everybody eventually filters out, except for Kai, but I am going to transfer you because the other room is still there.
Oh, I'm not going to have to, like, make any stealth or, like,
Not in
bragging
this.
rolls?
Not in this section.
Alright. I thought I'd have to get through that door, like, somehow.
So much work for this place here. Please tell me everyone appeared down there. Yep, cool. Right, I want to shrink these guys down.
Nah, they're huge.
Alright, so everybody except for Kai Solus is sort of led towards the theatre. Kai, you are asked as a non-actor to wait in the waiting room, which I assume you can see because I did reveal it. Let's try again. Yeah, there you go.
I'm not actually on that page. I don't know about everyone else.
Oh, I haven't moved anyone, have they? Shit. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, perfect. Am I going to be, like, is there, like, a different area that I should be moved to?
You are led to the waiting room, where there is the one guard who is standing by, watching over you, basically, ensuring that you don't go sneaking off. But yes, everyone who is everyone in this kingdom is on the seats, looking down at the stage. Unfortunately, you didn't manage to discern anyone's complete likes or dislikes, although you know that Madame Faye would probably look favourably on the labourer stuff, and Lord Camber really loves the game, so that's what they would appreciate most like. So, how this will work is that the stage actors, everyone who isn't Kai, are going to roll initiative, and they're going to work on their own order, and Kai will be doing it on his own, basically last.
Alright.
So, can you guys see the approval ratings and such?
Yes.
Okay, this is exactly like the cooking trial. You'll be trying to influence the approval bars. They're at 5 currently. Anything lower than 5, and you're sort of making them hate you. Currently, they're new. Anything above 5, and they really like what you're doing, and that will alter various roles. The aim of this challenge scene is to keep that suspicion meter as low as possible. If it gets to 10, bad things happen. Many bad things happen. Meanwhile, Kai, as the infiltration team, you are going to try and journey through this castle, each of the 9 rooms, as you now know, to collect treasure, to bring up the loot bar, which has gone missing, all the way to 10 from 1. I actually have no idea where the loot bar has gone. Oh, it's over here. There we are.
Alright.
So, that is the aim of the game.
I actually can't see the loot bar anymore.
Yeah, actually you can't see the loot bar. That's because I put it in the shadow. It's pretty hard to see the fog of war sometimes. But I can't stare at white, or I am actually going to go blind.
It's like right on top of royal family approval for me.
Yeah.
Like literally inside the words. Alright, there we go. Alright. I'm ready if everyone else is.
Sure.
Yeah.
As much as I'm gonna be for this.
Does everyone understand? Feel free to ask questions.
In character, I want to be on stage, but out of character, I do not envy having to roleplay that.
Oh,
Good
I
luck.
Lord.
gave you the option!
Well, I know. I just couldn't take it.
Who's ready to fail this?
Break
Alright.
a leg.
So, as it's a challenge scene, could Douggie, Derek, Lorelei, Professor Rightsworthy, not the dog. The dog is not part of this. Well, I guess, you know, if you're thinking you could be freaky with it, feel free to use the dog. Hey, whatever. But I assume he's your companion, isn't he?
He's technically a summon.
Okay. He doesn't roll initiative, does he? You don't know the rules for summoning.
No, he acts on my turn.
Excellent. Okay. In which case, Douggie, Derek, Lorelei, and Rightsworthy, could you please roll initiative?
Can you bring up the turn order track?
I can. I also need to clear it.
Oh,
Lorelei, you're gonna have to add yourself and then make 12. I cleared it.
Why the 0.5 in initiative, Mersey?
Because that's my dexterity. I'm
Oh,
pretty
I thought we
sure-
rolled up if we did, if we had, like, uneven ones.
You do.
I don't think you have to add me to the turn order before I can change the thing on there.
Okay, let's do it now then. If I can.
I could be wrong, Mers, but I do believe that, in this system, if we have, like, a roll that doesn't come down evenly on one of the numbers, it just gets rounded up.
Well, it's if someone else gets the same number as me on initiative.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Sort descending.
yeah it does say reroll, but that's such a time-consuming system. It's stupid.
Dunny worry.
I'm not making
Right.
pocket sand, that's not cool enough.
Act 1. Yeah. Act 1, war is declared. Tensions between the kingdoms of Hightower and the Empire of Ishal have inflamed, bringing the two countries to conflict. The heir to the thrones of Hightower and Ishal shrink away from the battlefield to meet their true love, the heir to Stone Gully. Meeting in a secluded cave, the two come to blows, and Lucius/Lara flees. It is your job, in your initiative, to expand this act and influence the meter in positive lights, thus to take away suspicion from whatever activities Kai is doing.
Oh my god, I would be so incredibly bad about this.
In fact,
You think it's bad? I need to go last on the initiative order for this really.
can I make
like,
2
bad.
turn orders, or can it only be 1?
Only the one.
Oh boy, that's going to be really irritating. Whatever. So, Lorelei, whoever you are acting in capacity of, please do your thing. So, what if you recall how you affected the meters from before? You basically declare a meter you're trying to affect, how you're going to affect it, and then make a roll. So you can choose like royal family, noble, or commoner approval, and then go about how you're going to do it.
I roll suspicion.
Well, they can lower suspicion, but they don't need to currently.
Alright. I'm gonna try and prove to the royal family by dramatically hiding in the glade, using like my knowledge of what makes things look very intense and all that kind of thing, I think.
Alright, make a intuition roll?
Yeah, I was assuming that'd be mind or intuition.
So yeah, mind.
Oh,
What you got? 16. Nice. Yes.
Darn
You
not
have
strong.
made it adequately dramatic. By running in, doing the correct sighs and the whys and the no please at the right times. The royal family are engaged, and it goes up by 1 to 6. Next up is Professor.
Okay. Rightsworthy will come in and I'm going to try to appeal to the nobility with like a sweeping monologue about the different draws, my desire to do good by my country and my desire to wed and would be happy with Lara.
Okay. Probably the same sort of role there. Be scroll. I'd let you do resolve or perhaps aura.
Oh, I mean, my
Intuition
resolve
as
is
well. You can justify that too.
+6, so.
Okay. Unfortunately, your monologue does not connect with the nobility. There are some of them like do slow claps, but not as much as you were hoping. The bar doesn't move, but doesn't go down either. Alright, next up is Douggie.
Well, I'm a servant, so I guess I should aim for the commoner approval. How would I go about that?
Well, you got the general sense from your much small talk with the Chancellor that both the sort of nobles, the royals, and the commoners are all in conflict.
That's true.
So making one look bad will probably give you quite a bonus to the other, but it might also risk the disapproval.
just gotta tastefully do it.
All right. That case, perhaps some comedy, I guess.
Okay. What kind of comedy style are you going for? Anything in particular?
Probably slapstick. Something.
Yeah, I'd agree. Nothing super highbrow because you're appealing to the commoners.
Yeah, probably appealing to the commoners. Also, probably. Although I'm the butt of the joke, it seems to come from like a noble. That makes sense.
All right.
Just put in a silly situation, like they just
Okay.
load me up with a bunch of clothes or something.
All right. Make a resolve or a dexterity, depending on how you're going to go about the slapstick. If you're going to do like falling over stunts, dexterity. If you're going to do sort of trying to increase the sort of jokey tension in the room, go there, resolve, or aura.
Yeah, okay. Between the aura and resolve are about the same. So
15, nice, yes. The commoners do enjoy your slapstick-based comedy. They, although there was some sort of like minor worry as you started the joke, because they were worried that you were just going to do some sort of appeal to the nobility by making them look like fucking idiots. At the end of it, they sort of understand where you were going with this, and they laugh, and so they do improve, and it goes up by 1 to 6. Okay, next up is Derek.
Okay, so how would I go about appealing to the nobles?
I mean, you are sort of the noble. Oh wait, no, you're not. Never mind.
Oh, I'm royalty. My character's royalty.
Yeah, I forgot. I was thinking of you as the sort of the lead though, playing Aldair, and I forgot that we switched that. So ignore me.
Well, they're both nobility, or they're both
Yeah, fair enough.
they're both royal. So for
You don't necessarily have to go for your noble role. You can like go for the commoner, go for the royal family. Like you don't need to go for the noble role if that's what you like. If you guys feel as like your pitch and hold.
Nah, I'm trying to bump that up to.
Not in the danger zone.
Well, the danger zone is sort of minus to 1.
I know that,
So-
but we don't want it going down at all. So
Yeah, as long as it's not -1, you're still alright for the most part.
I think I'm gonna play it straight and just try to not blow my lines.
Okay, just play it straight. All right. Aiming for the nobility. You're gonna do it in any particular fashion or way? Like what sort of lines are you going for here? Because you weren't really given any lines per se. You're just given roles to play.
I think I'm gonna be boisterous and yeah, boisterous. That's the only word I can think of right now.
Just a boisterous noble. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Go for resolve or aura.
Ooh, aura. I can do aura.
Yes, your boisterous aura can affect the room just in the way that you emotionally compose yourself.
Yeah.
For a roll. Ten. Unfortunately, your boisterous aura doesn't strike a chord with the nobles as much as you'd like. And whilst they know that you go, yeah, he's done his lines right, and he hasn't like fucked them up. Doesn't really connect with them on any sort of level, so it stays neutral. Unfortunately.
I see.
Alright, Kai, in the waiting room, you sit on your own and you can hear that the play has started, so that's your signal to do your thing. There is one door that leads outwards and to the left, and one that is to the right, and then obviously the back door, which would lead you to the stage arena, which you probably don't want to go to.
burst out
The
on
guardsman.
stage.
Jesus. The
Declare
guardsman.
my undying love.
There. The guardsman from you like sitting there and expecting it has basically orders to make sure that you don't leave the room. So you're gonna have to negotiate or stealth out.
Actually, at first I'm just gonna ask if there's a bathroom you can point me in the direction of.
He points to a chamber pot. For the
Okay.
room.
Damn it. No, barbarians. Kai's just gonna sort of lift an eyebrow at seeing that there's no actual privacy.
Make a negotiation roll.
That'd be intuition, right?
Yeah, it would be intuition. Mhm. 14. The guard sort of stares down at you a second, and then shrugs and he's like, "No skin off my nose, I guess." And he sort of like hooks a thumb to the left door. He goes, "Yeah, one in the hallway. Don't go too far in. You're not really allowed in the gardens. Not supposed to let you out at all, but I really want to see you piss." So he
Thank
will
you.
not stop you from, should you so wish.
I appreciate that, cuz. Thank you. And then Kai disappears out the left.
As you are leaving, out of the corner of your eye, you do catch a large framed portrait of the Remiel family.
In the room or after I've left and in the hallway?
It's in the room, the waiting room as you were leaving. You sort of catch it on the wall as you make your way out, and you reckon that's probably worth a decent amount of cash. But it's guarded.
The guard is in there. I think I'll wait for something a bit safer. So I'll make my way out. I'll note it for later, but make my way out that doorway.
Okay. Reveal areas. So as you make your way out, you do run into a wee maid called Juniper, and she's like, "Oh, hello.
Oh,
Are you supposed to be in here?"
By the way, leaving the room, I am going to remove my gas mask so I don't look quite so out of place and obviously, etc., and then just store it
That's fine.
on my person somewhere.
Honestly, they didn't mind in the first place. Like, they are used to this sort of thing, but okay, that's fair enough.
Alright, well, I still do it.
So yes, as you are traversing the hallway, there is what looks to be a small bathroom door to the right. It is like partially ajar, and the inside is just literally just a generic room. It would all like the chamber part is basically equal to it, and there is a maid who is sort of cleaning around it. As you sort of get closer to the other room at the end of the hall, there are sort of faint wafts of garden plants and such. But the maid does sort of challenge you as you approach, and she's like, "Are you supposed to be in here?"
No, poison breath. Not really. Can't.
You get such a fucking Valor hit.
Just poison the poor maid. No.
Just like you fucking like one shot her. And you get like fucking such a mad Valor hit. Yep, gone.
Goodness, how am I gonna? I'm not going to. It's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna hurt the poor maid. Is it the one that I spoke to earlier?
It is not. Whilst in similar garb, and very similar because I'm not going to make 10 different maid fucking tokens, go to hell, it is not the same one.
Fair enough. I don't mind that. I was just making sure that I didn't have like a, oh hey, it's you, I'm just blah blah blah. You know what? Stick with the most simple. When she asked me, I just say I was pointed to this in this direction for the restroom.
Oh. Okay. And then she sort of carries on cleaning. Like down here, regardless of what you're going to do.
The restroom is up here, right? Or somewhere along this
It's here. Like the always a heck here to here. But you can only really go back and forth. There's only like one direction besides the bathroom.
I know that.
You got
right.
one action now, and then if it's back to the actors at the top of the round.
Smack her bottom, essentially. No. After waiting,
drop kicks you.
After waiting a couple of like a decent amount of time, not longer than like 30 seconds or so, just to like get her focused back on cleaning it instead of me, I'm going to exit the restroom and then head further down the hall.
Make a stealth check.
Alright. It's gonna be Dex, yes?
Yes. Dex or Aura, if you fancy going down that route. 9! Luckily, it is just a maid, so you do manage to get through. It's not a particularly important room you're about to go into, so the maid does not see you leave. And as you...
Oh, by the way, it is actually an 8 because I haven't acceleration yet during this scene. But we did have +1 with the hired help, so I'm assuming it stays a 9, right?
Yes, it does.
All right.
If I do forget the hired help thing, you'll have to remind me.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so this is what you see as you just keep the door ajar, and as you do, the scene flicks back to round 2. Everybody gains 1 valor.
Yay.
Okay.
And Act 1 reaches its second midway point of, you guesstimate, about 4. So at the end of roughly 4 rounds is when you should bring the first act to a close. So, with everyone's valor up, Lorelei, once again, your turn. What do you do?
I think I'll try to appeal to the commoners by displaying my sheer spirit of emotion at seeing both of my childhood friends in this glade, and that I was not expecting them to be here.
Okay. Childish display of emotion would probably be aura, I'd say, for emotion. 10. Unfortunately, your childish display does not register with the commoners. They are a much more mature audience, and you are just seen as an outbursty, immature little thing. Not enough to dislike your performance, because you got high enough that you did make a good show of it. So you respect your performance, but not the goal. So it does not move. Professor!
So, has Lara actually come out from where she was hiding in the bushes?
Lorelei?
Yes. Considering that I made a show of getting excited about seeing my childhood friends in this glade.
Yeah, I was assuming we weren't like actually role-playing the entire play, but rather just like sort of how we, or rather not how we, but how you guys act during a certain scene or such.
Well, you can play the entire play.
Certain things do need to be established, because otherwise it's not going to make much sense, and it's going to be really difficult.
The better you, this is like a more roleplay oriented thing, the better you do act, then there might be like bonuses applied.
Okay, so there is actually a point to doing roleplays.
Yeah, it's roleplay. It's quite roleplay heavy. Like if you guys do when I ask you guys how you go about your roles, depending on how you say you're going to go about it, might add like positive or negative modifiers. Of course, if it doesn't make sense, then
And Rightsworthy's going to give it a bit of a speech.
towards which yeah.
I am going to try to affect the noble approval one again.
Okie dokie.
And he'll say something like, Lara, my love and future queen, come, away with me. Let this war be put behind us. Let happiness be ours.
Cute. Yeah, have a +1 to that roll. So roll and add +1. I will say, for a speech, if you're trying to read the crowd, intuition. If anything else, resolve.
I'll go with resolve. This will have a +1 on it. 13.
13 with your +1. Yes! The noblemen, as you can see, do love looking heroic, and they really enjoy your display of almost knightlyhood valor. So yes, that goes up by 1 to 6. And you can get the gist that the nobles like seeing themselves cast in a very nice light. Douggie!
See, this is what you said. This is Act 2.
No, this is Act 1. Each
Okay,
act, you
yeah.
guesstimate, will probably last about 4 rounds. You
Oh,
could
okay.
extend the play, but intermissions are required.
All right.
So all in all, you've got probably about 12 rounds for next to get in, get out with loot.
This is interesting. Have we actually decided on which ending to go for, or what we're actually going to try and aim for overall, or just to let it be done with?
We haven't decided yet, no.
Okay. Well,
You have an intermission to talk about that.
okay. Okay, so everyone's finally at 6. Tempted to do another like a commoner approval thing. Possibly another sort of comedic affair.
Yeah? How are you going to go about doing it?
I don't. I think I'll stick with the slapstick since that's just, how it typically goes.
You're just going to go with a generic slapstick that you think everyone will like?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. In which case, go for the same roll as last time, which was dexterity.
Ooh, dexterity. Okay.
Because you're going for a generic slapstick here.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah.
5.
Ooh.
The commoners, whilst at first they were like, yeah, it's pretty funny, the fact that you've done it a second time round and sort of made such a poor showing of it has them questioning their earlier minor applause. Like, maybe these guys are just sort of taking the piss out of us, and it does drop down by 1 to 5.
No. I'll make it up, I swear.
Derek, you're up.
Next one will be way better.
I'm gonna continue keep playing my boisterous noble. Keep playing it straight.
You gonna go for the nobility again, are you?
Yes.
Alright. Go for a aura or a resolve. 5. Unfortunately, nope. Not this time round. You were acting. Whilst last time was decent, this time was a bit slipshod. Fortunately for you, Dougie's earlier mishap made them laugh, so they sort of gloss over your fumbling of lines or fumbling of actions. So it doesn't move, but doesn't go down. Kai, back into the infiltration team. What you gonna do?
That's pretty good timing. I just got back too.
Welcome back. So you are just before a large wooden door with sense of grass and flowers and such before you.
So for starters, I'm just gonna quickly peek my head into the room and make sure there are no guards around before actually stepping in.
There are no guards. There are a few workers and such, but the grass itself is so dense that you don't even think you'd be noticed unless you intentionally try and get yourself to be done so.
No, not quite. Making sure to move as unobtrusively as possible, I enter the room and then start looking around for anything that
Do
looks
you want
valuable.
to roll stealth for your unobtrusive movement, or are you just happy to be doing your normal walking? As you make a step in, you're not even noticed. There's like so much fucking. There's like so many people coming and going that you're alright.
Alright, if it's that like easy to sort of go unnoticed, I'll avoid fucking up a stealth roll for now.
Okay. As you do walk in, you first have your eye drawn to a what looks like a plant in the center of the room. It's on its own. It's pretty unique. There aren't any other plants like it, and it fucking smells. But
Good.
the fact that it's neither. It just smells strong.
Alright.
But judging from the fact that it's on its own, you get the sense that it probably is quite valuable. But thinking about it to yourself, having something that smells that badly, like even like touching your clothes, would probably hurt your future stealth. And then as you step in, there's various decorations, various statues about this indoor garden, and one does catch your eye. It's a gold inlaid bust of the king and all of his portly glory, which you estimate would be worth quite a bit. But there are, whilst you haven't been noticed, going for something might be bad if you do get noticed by it.
Alright, so, out of character, essentially all I have to do is basically touch something, will it to be stolen, and then it disappears.
You gotta touch something and then make a roll. And then if you succeed the roll, then it'll be stolen. If you fuck it up, then you fuck it up. And bad things happen to you.
Bad things? I mean,
Bad
I would
things.
assume that if it doesn't go, it just sort of stays where it is, and I'm just touching it.
No, because it's like, depending on like how you, well, for stealing something, it'd be a alleged domain roll. And then the magic would like cover the rest of it. But if you fuck it up, then like people will either see you going for it, or you'll push it over, or you'll damage it in some way.
Ah,
Because it's not just a simple fact of like you walk over and go touch.
I don't know.
There's an element of a sneak.
You made it sound that way.
That's because your example was literally you just dropping a grenade into your hand. No one gave a shit. This is you trying to steal things.
Alright, well, first then, all or nothing, I better just approach that golden statue of the fatty.
Yeah, no one gives a shit. As you approach, people are used to you. People speculating over the statue.
Is anyone
You do
currently
look back
watching me?
No one is watching you. Not really. But there's enough people going like about the room, tending to gardens and such that you will be noticed if you bugger up a stealth roll or like a alleged domain roll. But no one is actively watching you. There's just a lot of eyes.
Alright, well, it's time for me to steal that, statue.
Alright, make a alleged domain roll. Which would be
Dex.
Dex. Yes, dexterity. Got 11.
Roll for shit.
Seeing as it is only the labor group in there, I will say that is a 13 or a 12, sorry, which is just enough actually. So yes, you touch it and it rocks for a second. And a couple of eyes do spot and see what you're doing, but Madame Faye has put the word out. The acting group are nice guys, and they're not assholes to like the commoning help. And they really don't like the king. So they do turn a blind eye, and you are able to steal it, which raises your loot value by 2 to 3.
Alright, cool.
But your suspicion does go up by 1. Rather than ultra bad things.
Do I have any more actions during my turn, or is it back to the stage group?
I will say it's back to the stage group now, yes. So we are back to the top of the round. Everyone gains a Valor.
Alright.
Round 3.
3 Valor for me because I got I took a skill.
Cool.
Oh, does bravado still count?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
pretty sure.
Why wouldn't it count?
Oh, no. Bravado is only at the start of a battle. This isn't a battle.
That's what I thought.
Oh, only counts in battle?
Yes, this is a challenge scene, not a battle scene. Unfortunately. Lorelei.
Lorelei will get a remorseful smile on her face before talking to Aldert. Aldert, I would love nothing more than that, but we can't. Not yet. Not while you're still fighting.
Which meter are you trying to affect?
Let's go with the commoner. I'm pretty sure they love a love story across the stuff.
That's stereotyping, damn it.
Go for a roll. I would say intuition. If you're trying to enamor people to you, so intuition, empathy. 11. Yeah, I'll give you that with your role play there. The commoner crowd are both impressed and saddened by your little sentence there. They do appreciate a love lost, love lon type deal. So they will go up by 1, and the fact that it's a decent juxtaposition to the slapstick earlier. They are constantly on the waiver between annoyance and appreciation. Next up is Professor.
Yeah, just
It's alright, take your time. You can, of course, hold if you wish.
yeah. I'll hold. Let Douggie go first. Give me a little bit of
Alright.
time to think.
Professor will temporarily hold his turn. Douggie.
Hmm. Actually, I think I'm also gonna do the commoner. Only instead of like slapstick, probably do something into the bit more like horror, or like more into the resolve, sort of like getting I guess getting ready for a war, I guess, something to that effect.
Alright, yeah. You could exude a holy aura, or show your resolve for getting ready for this upcoming battle. See, I'll let you do that. Yeah, roll a resolve aura.
Alright. Sure. Yep.
Nice. 16. You were going for the common approval, yeah?
Yep.
Alright, yeah. The commoners do appreciate your steely resolve. Rob in the second act. I'm gonna need a 7 names to call you by. They appreciate your steely resolve and your recognition of the upcoming war. So they do give you a small clap voting for the good guy, or at least the not bad guy. And it does go up by 1, hitting 7. Now that it has gotten up to that point, there are small whispers amongst the commoners and the guards. So there is now a +1 bonus to guard and labor rolls for Nyx in the future until that goes down. Do you want to act now, Professor, or it shall be Derek's turn?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay, Professor, you're up.
Rightsworthy will shake his head and say, "Then let the fighting be done now. A kingdom without an heir is a kingdom without a cause, and with no cause there shall be no fighting. Have at you, Saros." And I'm going to try to play to the royal family approval by bigging up the importance of the monarchy. Yeah.
Alright, take a Valor for the lovely speech. And this roll will have +2. However, the fact that you bigged up the monarchy means you'll have to make another roll afterwards to see if you can keep up the commoner approval, otherwise that will drop down.
Oh dear.
So you have +1 Valor for that, and then +2 to this roll. I will say this will be I'd say aura. Aura intuition, depending on how you want to big it up.
I'll go with intuition.
Yeah, I'll let you read the crowd there.
And this is with a +2 on
+2, yes.
and
+2 being 13?
Yeah. 13, and I am going to spend 3 Valor on determination to make that an 18.
Overdrive. Alright. Yes! They are thoroughly impressed by your speech and your monarchy bigging up. The king is very pleased. In a much more sort of simple way, in the fact that you've more bigged him up, but the queen, shrewd that she is quite subtly pleased you're bigging up the crown itself. So yes, that actually goes up by 2 rather than 1, and seeing that the queen and king are approving, all rolls will have a +1 within this play, that is, because both the nobles and the commoners do enjoy the king's favor. However, you now need to make another roll, depending on how you want to go about this, to save face with the commoners, otherwise they will drop down.
Okay.
If you can't think of anything, it'll probably just be a generic resolve or aura.
I'll go with resolve.
Okie dokie. 10. Unfortunately, you do manage to put in enough lines or save enough face for the commoners to not notice that rather intense bigging up of the monarchy. So they do drop down, and the +1 bonus does go away as the muttering turns a bit sour to cancel each other out. It is now Derek's. However, the Royal Family do still approve, regardless of what happened there. So, Derek, you're up.
Yep. No idea what to do now.
You can hold until after the next turn if you can't think of anything.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Kai, you are up.
Alright.
You are still within the indoor garden. The labourers did notice you trying to steal something, so the suspicion meter has gone up by 1, but they didn't summon the guards due to Madame Faye's influence. There is still the smelly plant left, should you wish to go for that.
Is there another exit to the room other than the one I came in through?
Yes, there's the there's the one in the northern part of the room, which isn't really being gone in and out of, but you do see, like, it's not closed, so within the sort of peeking rooms you see a bunch of books and stuff on a bookshelf. That's all you can see outside of the door, and that is pretty much it. The servants themselves are sort of busying themselves with the garden rather than going in and out. Or you can return back the way you came.
Fuck the smelly plant. It's time to go to that library.
Alright, so you do move up, move in. There is no one to challenge you here, as all the workers and stuff are pretty much all in that garden area.
I actually cannot see the room I'm in right
Yeah, and I'm about to open up for you.
Alright, sorry, just making sure.
Obviously, the room has no light in it.
No. Yep. So you make your way into the library, and I've got to find its description really quickly. Yep. So all about you are various books. There is a person there at the desk who is sleeping. He doesn't have like any sort of servant's garb or a guard uniform, so you assume to be the librarian. But one must make sure that making a lot of noise will probably wake him up. So besides that, this is a pretty free room for you to go about in.
Alright, can I see anything obviously expensive, or am I just taking as many books as possible?
You do, actually. There are a few bric-a-brac books that you can see that might fetch a price, but they're like quite high up, so that'd be a pretty decent stealth roll. Make an observation roll for me, please. So
Intuition?
yes, please. 13. Yes. You look up, you see these expensive books, and then you scan across. You do see some like authors you notice, but they're like uncommon but not rare. And then you do notice like a book that seems to glow a little bit.
Ooh. Alright.
Yeah.
Is the bookshelf of the like obviously more expensive books on the way to the glowy one, or are they just in different areas of the room?
There's different areas of the room. Like one is like really high up, like ridiculously high up, like you need to climb a ladder. Some at the bottom. One is underneath the librarian. But pretty much the only like ultra expensive thing that you know will be worth money, because the other books you think will be worth money, this one you know will be worth money, is that arcane book.
Alright, time for me to head to that arcane book. Bob, stop.
Make a
Just like pat the librarian on top of the head, do the ring
make a
thing,
mystic
and-
arts roll.
Pardon?
So intuition or aura.
Really? I would have to roll Mystic Arts just to approach it?
Well, roll and then you'll find out. This is less you approaching it, more something else.
Oh, God. You said intuition, right?
Intuition or aura.
Well, I don't have shit for aura.
Fine.
Make it stop!
It's fine. You do notice the slight glyph on the arcane book isn't like part of the actual book. It looks like it's an alarm bell.
It looks like it's what? Sorry?
It looks like it's like an alarm type glyph, like one that if you touch and fuck up, will just set off something. Almost definitely waking up the sleeping librarian. Yep. So you will have to roll a Mystic Arts again to see if you can break it. Failure will
Let's do it.
probably cause it to activate, but okay.
That'll work out.
Alright. 10. You fail.
Oh,
As
wait
you
a minute.
sort of
No, that's the wrong roll. I did initially.
Okay.
My bad.
Time for combat, boys.
Yeah, it gave me a thing to, I only realized because it said, it gave me a notice saying you want to send the result of this roll to the turn tracker, but no token was selected. I was like, what? That's not right. Alright, this time it's actually intuition.
You succeed.
More like it.
Yes, with your fucked up technical reroll, I guess, you managed to circumvent the alert system, and it does not go off. Sparkles a bit, the brain, you go, but no mad alarm that you can tell was raised.
Perfect.
Are you going to teleport this away?
I'm going to teleport that away.
Yes, so you press it and hold it for a few seconds, and the loot meter goes up by 2. Not 5, 2. There you go.
Do I have any more during my turn or no?
Nope, that is you done. It is Derek's turn. Take the turn now, or you have to lose it at the start of the next initiative round. So you can choose to do nothing, I guess.
Quick out of question character. How is the play actually like working? Is it after the 4 acts we're done, or
each act is 4 rounds approximately. You can choose to extend it if you wish for reasons. And there's an intermission, which will last a round. The actors basically get to rest and talk and think about what they're going to do for the next 2 acts. At the end of Act 3 is when you should be in and out, basically.
Alright. That's all I need to know. We're all good to go.
Okay.
We're in F3 now, aren't we?
Sorry?
What round are we in?
This is the 3rd one. You're about to come up to the 4th one.
Yeah.
Rounds aren't the same as acts.
Oh, what act are we in? Yeah.
The first
I was
act.
confused. I was confused about that as well. I thought each round was an act, so I was like, I don't have very much time, so I gotta like skip the rest of the books and get moving.
4 rounds for each act.
Oh, this is a long game.
Yes. Well, I mean, you can
this is basically the whole session, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
the idea is for you guys to make sure that Nick's gonna get in and out, because
Yeah.
he will have to go back to the waiting area and meet you guys to leave.
okay, then Derek's gonna play his character off as I almost have something, but not quite. Hang on.
Do you remember Alder did start to attack you?
Yes, this first act does, it is meant to, according to the script, end with the 2 coming to blows and Lucia/Lara fleeing. You don't have to end it like that, but that is how the script was given to you.
Ferris is gonna react a little disproportionately.
Okay. By doing what and affecting what meter?
Uh, that's a good question.
It is. I'm full of good questions.
Thoughts, guys?
You could make a show of fighting back using like your muscle or your dex or something like that.
But who should I appeal to? That's the better question.
I mean, the commoner bonus is kind of awesome if you can try to play yourself off as like some sort of folk hero, even though you are yourself a prince. That might be good.
I think I'm gonna appeal to the nobles with a show of strength, I guess.
Yeah.
It's probably
Okay.
the easier thing to do.
If you any particular way you're gonna do a show of strength? Or are you just gonna do muscly things and flex?
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna start preparing my or making sure my army is ready. I guess is probably the best.
Isn't the scene
I don't know.
in a glade with just
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry,
in a
I'm just
secluded
so
glade.
confused.
What's the matter?
I just have no idea what's going on.
What are you confused about?
I'm just lost right now. I haven't been paying enough attention. Is the problem?
So Albert declared his love for me. I said we couldn't do it yet because we're still in the war. He's attacked you. We're in a glade. There's no one else other than us three.
Oh yeah. Then I'm gonna defend myself.
All right, all strength.
Okay. There we go. Now I'm back on track.
Oh, brutal. Fortunately, nope. It does not impress the nobility at all. Your show of strength lays false. It looks a bit too fake to really get much of an applause from them. You're like, take that, you rapscallion. Everyone's like, wow.
I tried,
Terrible
guys.
acting.
Yeah.
That's
Unfortunately,
okay.
it
We
does
can't
not
blame
work.
you for how your rolls turn out.
Yes. Although, like, your blow did land and make enough of a noise that they weren't like so impressed that you lost approval, but it doesn't move.
Yeah, at least I'm not detracting from this.
Yep. Kai's already had his move. So, top of the round, round 4. This is where you should, mind you, be bringing Act 1 to a close, but you can extend it if you wish. Everybody gains a Valor.
Times.
Okay, so before I do anything, is there an easy way off the stage that I can run to get like off it?
Yeah, there are exits left and right. There are sort of like guards managing like the exits to the doors and stuff if you're trying to like leave to the waiting room and such.
Okay, so I'm going to try and appeal to the commoners as Lorelei gains the faint beginnings of tears in her eyes, that kind of little sparkle, and says, I can't bear to watch you two fight. And she'll just dash off stage, leaving the glade in a show of remorse and sadness.
Oh, okay. Aura, intuition, or resolve? I'll let you decide with that.
We'll use aura, and let's just make sure this kicks. So I will use the determination, get rid of 3 valor, and bump that up to is it +3 or 5? Where?
It is +5.
+5. Make that a 16.
Nice. As you dash off the stage.
17. Remember, we have +1 from royal family approval.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's 17 then.
Oh.
Regardless, yes, the commoners are moved 2 tiers, or at least the more emotionally open of them. A few of them do a small clap, and the whispers do begin again. Oh, these people are very good, aren't they? I mean, at first I thought they were joking. Some of them were doing slapstick. It's a bit confusing, really, but no, the acting is good. So it does go back up to 7, and the returning bonus of the labours and guards is circulated again. Well done, Professor.
Okay. As Lorelei flees, Rightsworthy will reach out towards her and say, "No, Lara, do not go." And him reaching out like that, he'll then act as if Derek's next blow badly wounds him, and say, an injury for my country and my love. This will not be the end, Saros. We will meet again." And then he will wheel himself off, and I'm going to try to appeal to the nobility there.
Alright, intuition. Or dexterity.
I'll go with intuition. Flat.
Okey-dokey.
Or...
What with the +1 from the king? But that's it.
Okay. 10.
6 to 10. This is with an ability, yeah?
Intuition.
Yeah, who are you going for, meter-wise?
The nobles.
Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, the way you took the blow was about as decent as Douggie's attempt at dealing them. It looked too fake for the nobles again. These guys are quite snooty and uppity, and they're acting they're used to, like, Shakespearean level shenanigans. So unfortunately doesn't move too much. The small mutterings like, "Oh, that was a bit fake, wasn't it?" So they are not moved as well as you would like.
Oh.
Dougie, back to you again.
Okay. So this is happening in the glade, right?
Yes.
All right, and those 3 were alone, correct? Or they were alone together?
Yes.
If that makes sense, yeah. So I guess Douggie enters. And he will basically do his best, like, as, like, what, with an air of force. Like, I want it to be like aura, like stop this fighting, stop, not like begging or beating them, but basically like, this is silly. Like, tell right where this character to put a band-aid on it, the equivalent.
So you're trying to be intimidating.
Yeah, I guess trying to intimidate them into, like, yeah,
Yeah.
Turn into
Roll,
yeah.
roll, Laura.
Ah,
Who are you trying to appeal to there?
technically, I think it would be the nobles. Just like you're a noble, like you should be better than this nonsense.
Yeah, the nobles love it. They're like, yeah, you're better than yourself. Listen to this guy. And then they like badgering each other, like, yeah, he knows what he's on about. He knows his stuff, and he's quite scary, isn't he? Yeah, he is. You want to meet him in the Dark Alley or anywhere? So it does go up by 1, and the noble bonus does apply, which would be +1 to all Nix's stealth rolls as they do start talking amongst each other louder than the commoners do, because the nobles don't really fear much reprisal, so less whispering from the commoners, and this is they're getting quite rowdy from the all the drink that's being shared out. So obviously, all the shenanigans will be harder to hear. Deck.
Okay, how do I appeal to the commoners to get the bonus at this point?
Well,
Got an idea?
you have worked out at this point that the commoners like it when the nobles and the king looks like an ass, but they don't like that. If you can,
I can play it up as like the fight's over, but this isn't over. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, appealing the commoners with that. Be a little dick baggish.
fair enough.
Baggish, but dick baggish.
Not dick baggish for dick baggish. Yeah, cool. All right.
Or
Intuition.
oh, this isn't gonna go well, guys.
Because it doesn't like it sounding like you're trying to be outwardly intimidating. It sounds like you're trying to read the crowd. If you can justify anything else, I will happily listen. Do you want to justify aura?
Let's try going intuition. +2 if I'm giving my best shot.
Yeah, Jeff.
Oh well.
You got a 10. Is there a critical success in this? Rolling 10s, I forget.
Not for rolling 10. If you beat someone
Yeah,
by 10 or more and then a post roll. Then...
I thought it was 5. Or is it 10?
No, it's 10.
It is 10, okay. Unfortunately, there's no chance in hell of you succeeding. Actually, nope, tell a lie, because there you got the fucking royal family approval. What am I smoking? Yep. You do manage to do it, actually. Just about.
Wow.
Your dick baggish methods, whilst they don't really resonate with the commoners too much, they're on the cusp a bit, because your acting was quite good. But the king's laugh, simple as that may be, sort of fills the room a bit, and to try and not get punched in the face by the guards for not laughing, they do end up like enjoying it a bit more, and then that sort of enjoyment spreads about, and they actually do end up literally enjoying it. So yeah, that is on 8. The bonus stays the same. I don't even know who these notes are. You got the noble approval, the king's approval, and the commoner's approval. So bonuses to guards and labourers, +1 to stealth, and then +1 to all actor roles.
Yeah.
All right. As the Act 1 draws to a close, and you guys step behind the curtains for your intermission, Kai, it is your turn.
So it is. So giving that other bookcase with the books another glance, is there anything sort of, I don't know how to exactly put this, like, I guess instantly noticeable about them, or is it just sort of like they could be worth money?
No, it's the fact that they could be worth money. I mean, make another observation roll.
Alright.
No, upon close inspection, you see that they are just uncommon books. You're like, oh, could that be worth some? No, probably not. You sort of like do a scan of the room, and
Alright.
all that was there really is the Actually, what did you roll? And the fact that as you do scan the room, like looking for books, looking for more stuff to steal, there is a weird book, slightly out of place.
Alright, heading
It's a
over to that.
weird green book.
So,
Obviously, to the north of the library, there is a door, and to the bottom is back the way you came.
alright, is there... Sorry, go on.
And then to the right, there is another door that is a lot more ornate, but that has nothing to do with the book.
Alright, so first things first, is there like a similar glyph on the book? Like the thief one?
Roll a Mystic Arts check. Nope, not at all. Not
Alright,
the slightest.
so
You don't even
since it's-
detect a faint inkling of magic. There is nothing there.
Since it's slightly out of place, first I'm gonna try and like tug it down to see if it's that stereotypical hidden switch that opens a passageway.
It's a stereotypical hair switch. That's a secret passageway.
I fucking knew it.
as you pull it out, the bookcase slides open ever so slightly. There is a small rumble, and the librarian behind you does sort of go. But you don't think he'd wake up. But just to be on the safe side, you just might need to be aware of him. But yes, you have located the secret passage in the most generic
Alright.
fashion possible. Plus the 3 doors. The one to the north, south, and then the ornate one to the east.
God, I want to go through the passage, but that ornate door is gonna have, like, I would assume the best loot. Alright, first I will close the passage again and head over to the ornate door.
Okay. It's locked.
Alright, can I attempt to pick the lock?
You can make a ledge domain roll.
Alright. Oh, by the way, overdrive. I'm gonna burn 3 Valor points and give myself +1 dex for the rest of the scene.
Hang on. Okay. +1 dex to the entire scene. Got it. You have burned your valor. 13.
My rules, I made 2 separate macros for dex, one for before acceleration, one for after, so you don't actually have to like calculate that +1. I just wanted
Okay. So that is just 13 then.
Yes.
Nope, unfortunately not. You attempt to pick the lock or move the various tumblers and such, and it does not work. It stays very firmly shut.
There's no alarm or anything?
No, there's no alarm.
Alright, can I try it again?
You can do. But the librarian is now getting closer to waking up. He's moving a lot more frequently.
Alright, gonna try and pick that lock again. No, god damn it.
Nope, no alarm either this time round. And these like constant sort of ticking noises, the metal on metal. The librarian is sort of browsing. He's getting up. Oh, Jesus! And his eyes are sort of like focusing. So you either have to get out now or do something about the librarian. Or you can try and pick the lock again. Whatever takes your fancy. He hasn't noticed you. He's sort of like in that stage when you wake up in the morning and all you can see is fucking tears. His hair is all askew. Looks kind of cute for an old man.
Well, I feel bad, but it doesn't actually damage people, so I'm gonna dart over to him and use my would I actually have to roll?
No,
would I actually
you
have to
lose
roll for
valor.
it? I don't give a fuck. I can't get caught. So I'm gonna make my way over to him and then use my salamander spray.
Jesus Christ. Alright, yeah. Being a normal Hume, just knock the fuck out straight off the bat.
I mean,
But-
it just immobilizes and then slows them. It doesn't actually do any damage. So is that really something I need to be punished for with Valor?
Yes. Because utilizing the fact that you are greater and stronger than them, and you could have just left them. You had the option to leave them alone as well. It's not very valorous, so you do take a minus. I'll give you a -1 rather than -2 for your justification.
Alright.
So
I am at -1 Valor.
Okay, you get a -1 penalty to all your rolls.
Alright, is that the end of my turn, or do I have time to go over?
That is the end of your turn with your two rolls and 1 attack.
Cool, well, at the start of next turn, I get that Valor, I'm back at 0. Boom, no negatives.
So it is now the intermission. You are behind the scenes, so you can't really make any rolls on the meters, but you can talk amongst yourselves about what you plan to do for Act 2.
In addition, there is the earpieces.
Yeah.
Yes, you can also talk to Nix. Or Kai.
And we do get a Valor for the end of last turn, yeah.
Yes, you do. So in Act 2, Lucius and Lara go into hiding whilst the war escalates. Unable to relinquish their love for either, like a whore, they are ridden with guilt. Here they confer with servants, or perhaps some wild animals in the wilderness, searching their heart for answers. Can, of course, go off-piste if you so wish, but feel free to discuss. Or you can just wait it out and it'll go straight back to Nix again, and then the Act 2 will start, if you're so inclined.
We definitely need to talk about which ending we want to go for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe the bittersweet.
It looks like pretty much everyone else likes comedic ending 1, though.
Yeah.
We put our names by it in the G-Doc.
Although I like 3 better, but 1 seems to have the most points overall.
Three could be definitely funny, but
Yeah, this is a bit of a highbrow crowd. I could.
yeah.
Yeah, I think if we're picking one of the comedics, we should definitely go with 1.
Alright? Is that...
Yeah, okay. One works. Any idea how we're gonna go about this?
What about Act 2, you mean? Or like
leading up to it.
Okay, so I'm thinking, does the stage have like stage lights where we can darken parts of it, so like we can set it up so each section, or whenever we have a specific role talking, like me and the servant, or whenever Murs or Pets is doing their thing, or you're doing your thing, it will spotlight on us to give us some sort of direction, as in like which one's going.
Looks like I might have to be in a lot of the scenes.
I know you're definitely in at least one of them as a servant with me as I'm talking to you.
Yeah, that definitely has to happen, but I could possibly be in all 3. Though not necessarily as a speaking part. If that makes sense.
I'll definitely need you in the second round of mine.
Okay.
The hell is that?
Biscuit.
Would you Next time you open a packet of biscuits, would you mind briefly muting? I'm sorry. It was very loud.
It was pretty startling.
Suddenly, biscuits.
And now you and Q are even, Merzendi.
Hmm?
You startled him
Oh!
earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so what it looks like is my goal as a character or as the servant is to sort of try and hold your character's hands to the conclusion that war is bad, okay? Like, hey, you know, maybe it's this whole war thing got you all guys troubled and caused all this mess. Maybe you should think about not having it.
Yeah, we could go that route, definitely.
Alright. Though the question is, my character is not meant to be as a much. He can do it. He's not dumb, but he's also not, which the servant probably needed to be. But oh well. Maybe force of spirit. Yeah, he's gonna be a bit more charismatic. Think that much. Try and be charismatic.
Alright.
Like a teacher or something. Yeah?
So are we just... What? So we're doing more than just Lara from the main 3 in Act 2? Like, yeah. Or am I misunderstanding? Yeah.
Does anyone
Like, it's going to be Douggie playing the servant, going between all 3 of the main characters in different parts of the act. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's 4 turns, so that should allow my character to at least go to each and every one of them. If that works. Or even I've seen this in a play before where they have the one character on stage and then they just rotate. Even though on stage it doesn't matter, either or technically works. Just Douggie moves from like how I think it was Amxal put it out, like have separate spotlights for different things. I've seen that done where my character will just move from one spotlight to the next, and that sets up a new part of the scene, or sets up a new scene for the act.
I get you now.
Yeah. So either or, which so is that what we're probably going to do? All 3 of us, I guess.
Yeah.
Sounds so.
Winter, are you up for it?
I'm good.
Oh, okay. I guess that.
Alright. Well, with that intermission, you guys prepare to go back on stage as it returns to Kai
Yes.
having knocked the fuck out of the librarian like a fucking demon.
He's gonna be perfectly okay. He snoozed off at work and then had a strange, weird dream about awakening. He's not He's not going to report to his superiors that he woke up from sleeping on the job and maybe saw someone and immediately fell back asleep.
He maybe saw someone that immediately got hit in the head by a book.
He didn't get hit in the head by a book. I used my paralyzing breath.
Oh, God.
Alright, anyways, it's time to get back to that pesky door.
Wait, paralyzing is not the same as sleeping, I should point out.
Oh yeah, no. I knocked him over the head afterwards so that he wouldn't see
Okay. Okay, alright, I could sort of see that. He just had one of those night paralysis dreams. I woke up.
Plus, I mean, I figure even without it, I probably think I'd be okay, seeing as I'm like, for lack of better words, a main character, and he's just like a non-combat ever NPC. I would assume that it'd be quite more effective on him than someone actually fighting me.
Yes. Anytime you go for a fucking mook, it's like an auto KO.
Alright,
You lose Valor.
Anyways, could I use an entire turn to like ensure, essentially like a take 20, I guess, to make sure that I pick the lock instead of just trying and failing 7 separate times over the next 3 turns? Or is that not a thing?
Not a thing in Valor. The disparity would be too small for that sort of thing.
Alright, well then it's time for me to try picking that lock. Son of a bitch.
Nope.
I'm assuming I have 2 more actions like I did last time.
Yes, but this time you hear a mechanical and then like the entire door shudders a bit. And like, well, you don't notice anything besides that shudder.
That's not fair.
I have it written in my notes, bro. Fucking 3 times.
Whatever. I leave, I go over to the secret passage, open it, and then enter it.
Okay. The secret passage. So you go into it, and it leads you up, and down, and over, and then you end up. In a little secret cubbyhole behind a floor portrait in the Hall of Mirrors. You're looking about. As I find the description for this one as well. It's basically a long corridor, a bunch of portraits, really pretty mirrors, and there are a bunch of just servants walking back and forth. They haven't noticed you yet because you're going via the secret passageway. Looking about from your little hidey hole, you do see a glass case that has a set of really, really nice jewelry, like a fine necklace that's like embedded with fine pearls and sapphires and rubies. And then you look about the place, and there is a really pretty, fairly large tapestry that adorns some of the wall.
Are there any obvious locks on the case with the jewelry?
But there are some looking about the place. Sorry?
Are there any locks on the case with the jewelry in it?
Yes.
Well, fuck that. I can't get into those, apparently. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna go back
until
away.
you try. Do. Cloth and a fist surrounded by workers.
Yeah,
What was your plan next?
there are workers inside the hallway. I can't do that. Whatever. I'm just heading back to the library and going to that north door.
Okay. So you exit through the door, and you encounter a guard who does challenge you. He's oi, you there. What's your business? State it. You're allowed to be here if you're a part of the regular mooks.
Can I just fucking kill this guy?
Yes, you can do.
No, not really though. Fuck it. I'm just gonna use poison breath or salamander's breath again.
Well, because this guy isn't just a fucking regular guardsman, you'll have to make a dexterity roll for me.
I know.
And then I'm going to roll his dex. So we don't have to add it to any initiative order. That's fine. Right, yes. Roll your poison breath attack.
I already did. I got a 15.
Oh, that's not your... No, that's... You have to roll initiative with this guy.
Hold up, say again.
You have to roll initiative with this guy.
Oh, that roll I did above was just my raw dex.
Okay, that's fine. Because I think that still counts for initiative.
Oh, so I've got alright.
Yep. So you are going first. He's not like a regular moot, he has a spear and everything. He's not just like a bloke.
Oh, well, fucking of course. Oh wait, that doesn't have my acceleration bonus on it, so that's 12, I guess.
Okay. This is dexterity, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whew.
Yeah,
Yep.
fuck that guy.
Is it just a immobilization and a slow floor for 2 turns?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He is immobilized and slowed for 2 turns.
Once he's down, I'm beating the shit out of his head until he's unconscious.
It comes to his turn, and he just uses his turn to undo the immobilization. It's about all you can. No, never mind, because he's got a line attack, and you are within a line too. So he is going to thrust at you with his spear, with his spear thrust technique. It's a strength technique. So, are you going to be dodging with agility?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be using dex.
Okay,
Or rather, agility.
nice.
See, now I can roll, but if I could just get the fucking lock earlier, I wouldn't have to do any of this.
Yep, you dodge out the way of his spear. He's too slowed for you to even bother. Turn your head in a typical, very cool fashion. It's now your turn. The fighting does, however, raise suspicion, so that does go up by 1.
What? Is there anyone, like, in the room with us?
It's just loud noises and such.
Alright.
And every round of combat basically raises it by 1. So, it's your turn.
Alright, whatever. Since immobilization doesn't do shit for me, I guess I'll just, I don't know, fire off a Fang of Cubelius.
Alright, go for it. Is that 12 then, yeah?
Oh, I need to adjust my... I'm sorry, that's 13. I need to adjust those. I guess I need to make a new macro for all my abilities for 1 after acceleration too.
Yep, he meets it, which means you hit him. So you get knocked the fuck out, because he has 1 health.
Good, stay the fuck down, twerp.
Yep, you knock him the fuck out. Good job.
He's like a little fucking kid. Can't run with the big dogs, stay on the porch.
He's a fucking flunky. He has 1 health.
Shut the fuck off.
He's so cute. Alright. So, do you move into the hallway?
Yeah.
Alright. Slightly ahead of you, you do hear clanking noises and speech. You recognize it as sort of rough peasantry type speech that you've associated with the guards. So, oh yeah, oh, really fucking this steer here. It's tough, man. Pulled in for overtime. I didn't get paid any extra. I gotta go home to my wife. She's expecting a son. Oh, you got a son, Dave. Oh, well done. Shut up, Barry, you fucking twat. It all works down there. So yes, you do hear guards in the next room.
Sweet, so that was all a waste anyways. I'm going to drag his body. Well, I guess. Yeah, that is still the right terminology. He's alive. Just sounds weird. I'm going to drag him, rather, back into the library, leave him unconscious with the librarian, and then close the door.
Okay. That is going to be your action. It is now top of the round, so everyone gains a valor.
While dragging him, I am going to remove any my crossbow bolt from his body, and make sure to sort of do my best to hide the fact that he was actually fighting. So,
okay. Yeah, no, you do all that successfully. Shove his body in a discreet location.
Alright.
And no one will notice, you assume. So back at the top of the round, so everyone gains a valor. And it is now Lorelei's turn, with Act 2 beginning. Small claps are heard as you exit the curtain. Everyone is quite looking forward to your next set of performances. What are you gonna do?
Okay, so Lorelei will go over to the stairs right about here and sit down on one of them, her face in her hands, as she loudly mumbles, "What can I do? I can't bear to watch them fight. I can't bear to stay from their side. What can I possibly do?"
Okay. What meter are you going for?
The nobles?
Okay. What would this be? I guess this would be intuition or aura. Unfortunately, the nobles don't really give much of a fuck for your puppeteers. They're quite callous as things go, and the meter doesn't move up or down. Your acting is sort of well received, but the intent behind your crocodile tears there doesn't quite hit them. Professor?
Rightsworthy will come onto one side of the stage and just look militarial, and then he'll have Killbot Mark 9 come out from behind the curtain, wearing a what looks like a high tower military uniform, and well, the dog will just look like a soldier.
Super adorable.
And attempt to give the impression of our side is intensifying the war.
I like it. What would you even roll for that? Oof. Resolve?
Yeah. I would think resolve or possibly aura. I'd rather have resolve myself, and I'll try to direct this at the nobles, everyone's most likely to appreciate actual militarial stuff.
I'll give you a +1 for that.
17.
Nice.
18, actually. Sorry. Because of the +1 from the royal family.
Let me just check something here. So yeah, no, the nobles do massively improve your militaristic outlook. They appreciate the fact that you've brought in an extra that they haven't seen yet. So they're like, oh wow, they've managed to bring in another new thing. They're keeping us interested, aren't they? Yeah. And then they also do. Some of them, the less callous ones, go, oh, these are the ones that also sort of felt with Lorelei's tears as well, as the dog comes in his uniform. So they find that very adorable, and it does go up by 1. Good job. Douggie.
Mm. All right. I think it would be overall best to go to Lorelei. Right, that's good. And I guess give her a bit.
Give
Yeah.
her a bed.
No, a bit of a bit of a. I guess it'd be a pep talk.
Okay.
Okay, maybe not. I wouldn't say love advice, but just general. Yeah, I guess it would be love advice. Just like if you can't choose, then maybe neither one of them is.
Okay.
Or,
who are you trying to appeal to there?
Well, for matters like the. Okay, I guess I'd go with the nobles.
Okay. Make a resolve roll then to try and influence her with your leadership or aura, I guess.
It doesn't matter. Both of them are 6.
16, nice. Yes. The nobles do approve of your little pep talk, love talk. Sort of give them all flashbacks of when they were having love troubles themselves and their nannies, their fathers, like son, and I forgot. So yes, it does strike a chord nicely. So it does go up to 9, which will infer a secondary bonus as well. It's now +2 to all stealth rolls as the nobles are getting more and more talkative, more and more rowdy, laughing when they need to laugh, crying when they need to cry, etc., etc. Well done. Pretty high. Derek.
Okay, so I'm gonna build up. So my character is gonna be building up his army for the war, and he's gonna keep a commanding presence the whole time, and appeal to the nobles.
Nice. Aura for me then, please.
Oof.
No.
Can an overdrive re-roll that? I forget.
No, you can add
Give you +5.
You can have
I'll
+5.
do that.
Your friends can also give you +3. They use their own overdrive as well.
I'll use my own and add +5 to that.
Okay, making that a 13, which is enough. Yes. As you go about making your. Oh yes, with the king. So whilst you go about making your preparations and such, you stumble over a few lines, but you manage to sort of bluster through with your determination. Where you would stumble, you sort of pull yourself up, and then you go, "Now go." A commander does not stumble. He means what he means to say. Now go, do that thing I told you to do. And the nobles, who are you going for? Sorry, the commoners, the nobles, or the royal family.
Nobles.
Nobles. Yeah, the nobles. They appreciate your firm leadership and the sort of commanding presence and the way you give orders to those of your lower station. So they do go up to a maximum of 10. Well done. Nice.
We're doing good.
Kai,
Let's
back
see.
to you. Back in the library. What are you doing? You got
I
a
am.
loot value of 5 out of the maximum needed of 10.
I'm going to head back again to this area.
Okay, back to the mirror hallway.
What exits are there to this place other than the one I've come through?
There's one on the northern side and one on the southern side.
Alright, and there's still servants like mulling about?
Yeah, they're like almost constantly cleaning because there's a metric ton of mirrors and portraits that almost need to be constantly cleaned. Otherwise, the amount of dust they'll just catch up is ridiculous. But you're friends with the labourer people, so you might have a bit of luck just convincing them to let you pass.
Yeah, I'm just going to act like I belong and start walking towards that north entrance.
Okay. Make a stealth roll. Because whilst you're acting like you belong, you are also incomplete as the wrong armor.
You do have a +2, though.
Yes, which is 11, which is
I mean, I'm still rolling nat 2s, 3s, and 1s all
which
game.
is not enough to go unnoticed. You are challenged by one of the cleaning maids, and she's like, "Oh hey, you don't look like you work here. You look like one of the actor people that Madame Faye was telling us about." And all the guards love your play. It sounds like a lot of fun. I'm really sad I wasn't able to be there. Why are you here, not on the theater?
I'm just one of the stagehands. I'm not actually part of the play once it gets up and running.
Oh, okay, but why are you here and not in the waiting room?
Honestly, I got lost. The guard just sort of pointed off towards a hallway while directing me to a restroom, and things escalated quickly from there.
Make a negotiation roll.
Can't roll shit, Jesus
11
Christ.
plus the 1 from your stealth, which is 12. No, from the whispers and the mutters, which is enough. And Madame Faye, in fact, so is 14. No, 13. So yeah, that is more than enough. She goes, oh, okay. Where are you trying to go to? I can help you point you in the direction. She points to the north. That way is the servants' quarters. That's where we live. And then she points to the south, and there's the ballroom, which is next to the waiting room.
Ah, that'll be the direction I go.
And then she points to the sort of more a door that you didn't notice on your way in, and that way is the throne room. But that is the special entrance that only people with the key can get through.
Ah, who do they trust with that kind of key?
That would be the elite throne guard, who I think is taking lunch now in the mess hall, which is next to the servant quarters.
Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. And then she waves and goes back to dusting.
Alright, then I guess I am headed towards that mess hall.
Alright, that is to the north. As you go up through to the north, there is a troll who is just there with a pie. He looks a bit lost. You could just walk by him.
I intend to do just that. First, I'm going to poke my head in to see if there are any guards.
There are none. There
Alright,
are just a bunch of maids. Many, many maids.
Alright, I'm just going to enter the room then and then start walking towards the mess hall.
They look at you as you sort of enter. And then they turn their heads and they tilt a bit and they go, hello? Are you in need of
Sorry,
clothing?
I'm looking for the mess hall.
Oh, okay. That's there. The guard is taking his meal there, and it's blocked. You won't be able to get through unless you're one of us. Do you want to borrow some clothing?
Really? This is how you're gonna make me do this?
I'm not making you do shit. You can do what you fuck you want. You can just go right on through if you so wish. So, nope. Next is kill.
Can you hear us, Nixie?
Alright, how about that?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Alright. Do you mind repeating what you were saying, like, up to, like, 10 seconds before my mic disconnected? Hello? God damn it, really?
Q?
Again?
No, we can hear you.
Oh, never
Q?
mind, sorry.
Q.
Q? This isn't good.
Oh dear.
Hmm.
Probably just had to step away from the computer.
Hopefully just that and not any technical
Yeah.
issues.
I'll be back in a moment then.
Yeah, take a moment to, like, grab a drink or something like that.
And he's gone offline.
Oh dear. Maybe we give, like, 5, 10-ish minutes to see if he comes back? I don't know. It's getting kind of late for everybody.
Yeah.
Ah. Shit. Oh, but it came back on. Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm assuming it was just like a temporary thing since he's back online and in the voice chat.
Oh. Sorry. Because I'm streaming, I don't get the sound of someone entering or leaving voice.
Alright, it seems I come back. I was planning on drawing it to a moderate close anyway, because it's 4:30
Thank you.
Alright.
at the start of this round. So, Kai, you can do this one thing.
I can either cross-dress or not and get into that mess hall, huh?
Well, the maids are like, if you do go in there, the elite throne guard doesn't like strangers. He's pretty harsh. He'll probably just go straight for you, and you'll get thrown in jail. Do we even have a jail?
That's alright. I was just asked to give him a message.
What was the message? We can pass it on for you.
God damn it. I'm sorry, but it's a rather private one.
Make a negotiation roll.
I don't got shit.
Hey, not bad. The maid is like, oh, okay.
Hey.
I still recommend not bothering him, but hey, if you're one to get shot, even though you're the messenger, go right ahead.
Alright, thank you.
Alright. And then you,
Does that mean I still have to wear the maid clothing, or?
No, if you choose not to wear, no, what? It's not maid clothing. You'd be given a just worker's dress. Wouldn't be a maid.
Oh, absolutely. I'm taking the worker's dress then.
Okay. Are you putting it on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even after interacting with the guard, I have worker's clothes now. I fit.
Alright. The guard does stop you as you approach. He's like, who goes there? Who are you? What are you doing? You know, the elite throne guard does not like to be disturbed when he's eating his luncheon.
My apologies. I have a message for you.
For me? This is the guard, by the way, not the elite throne guard.
Oh.
No, rather for the elite throne guard.
Make a negotiation roll.
Alright.
With a +3.
Alright, 15.
Oh, right. Oh, well, you really... Alright, yep, sure, no skin of my nose. He sort of looks at you with an odd amount of pity. And then as you approach the door, that is where we shall end it. For now.
Alright, sounds good.
Does that work for everyone? Is that okay for everyone?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good. That's a good place to end. I was getting bored of this anyway.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I mean, it's just getting late is what I meant.
Yeah.
No. Such a fistful recovery. You could say it's
I'm
boring
enjoying
if you
this.
like.
It's great.
No, actually, I'm starting to
It's
enjoy
fine.
it.
You can say it's boring if you want. You're allowed your own opinion.
I'm boring myself is the problem.
Okay. Alright then. Good session.
Good session.
Yeah.
Thank
Good
you for
session.
running it. It was pretty interesting. Certainly not something we've done in any other RP, I think.
Oh,
That's very true.
Great.
DC for opening the fucking throne room door in the library was fucking 15, and it's got a 3-lock system.
Jesus.
So it's the fucking throne room.
Oh, god damn it. I got a 14 that one time.
Yes, I know. 14 is, not 15.
Oh well.
You just do that 2 more times after you roll roll a 15 3 more times.
Oh well.
Good old Nix and his significant bitching.
So maybe you should just start becoming a klepto. Just this. I have 3 million maid uniforms. What the hell?
Well, maybe not, but I will see if I can't keep this ring at the end of this. That could be incredibly useful if I could, like, control where it drops things off.
Or
It drops things 4 feet in the air.
Yeah. It's just like outside.
if anyone is watching, thank you for watching. I'm gonna close the stream now.
Bye.
See you next time.